Yo guys, welcome to the last lap. Don't forget to drop a lovely, juicy 5-star rating if you're watching on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. You see, obviously, you know, Max's performance was pretty much to be. Well, George moved up the inside. It's
Again,
easy to
feels
forget.
like 6 days ago.
Yeah, it's easy to forget. Like George was leading this
Great
race,
start, wasn't it?
and then engine goes pop, and obviously he got unlucky with that red flag as well.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it's actually better that he retired.
Yeah.
Because imagine if he'd not and he'd just lost like the lead off the back of a red flag. At least he retired and it was like, well, it would have blown up anyway.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
I think that's the thing that we're talking about, the butterfly effect with like Albon going, and that causing George to pit and then him coming in.
Yeah.
But there would have been a situation where, like I said, George would have maybe his engine could have cut out from the lead, and that would have felt horrible for Mercedes and for George. Like that would have felt horrible. Obviously, it was, if it's going to cut out, it's going to cut out. But in a 1-2 situation, potentially, because it didn't cut out that long after we restarted.
Yeah, it was just like 3 laps.
Yeah. So, it's a shame. But I think, look, Mercedes can be really encouraged by this race in terms of just the fact that they were able to keep the Aston Martins at bay very easily, I would say. Like, as much as Lewis complains about his tyres and that, like, he's always just, I guess, voicing his frustration. But he was able to gap Alonso to, like, between 1.1 and...
Yeah, Alonso was close, but he never broke the DRS.
Never
I felt like Lewis
DRS.
was just kind of controlling it.
Yeah, he was controlling it. So for Mercedes to get from a point where Alonso essentially overcut them in Bahrain to being in a position where on equal tyres they were essentially able to like keep the gap. That's big progress. But it could be very circuit specific.
Yeah. I think also like credit to Max as well, because it's like so easy to put it down to like, oh, he's got the fastest car, which he does, but also like he could have lost his head, when it was a 1-2 Mercedes and he just came back
after the second restart. The first restart after Albon, he was still behind Lewis.
Exactly.
Well. He was actually defending from Fernando. A little bit of a poor start, but he didn't lose his head. He sort of.
Yeah, he just got past him. But I think because during that point he could be like, oh shit, what the fuck? Because he was saying he was complaining about something on the radio.
Oh yeah, Lewis pushed him off.
Yeah, Lewis pushed him off. But then he like got it back and he was like, he just got him on the straight. And I just think Max is just mentally just so ahead at the minute as well.
Yeah, facts.
As well as his car.
I think the context, because if that was 2021, for example, he would have fought tooth and nail to keep that position. And it's like, I think it's important, when you're in a car that is strong, you don't have to, go all or nothing. Like, again, Lewis and George were saying before the race, like they're going to go full risk because you feel like you have to. When you've got a car disadvantage, when you can just okay, you can go past. I'll stay P3, and then I'll rely on the pace to then make my way back through.
He's like playing like chess, isn't he? He's just kind of buying his
play the long
time, just kind of being like, look, you can have 8 laps in front of us. What was it? And then I'll just soon pass you for the rest of the race.
Yeah, because when Max did get the move done on Lewis, eventually it was pretty comfortable, wasn't it?
I mean
He grew 2 seconds in a sector. He capped him by 2 seconds.
Like, do you know how mad
that is?
That is like, and I think this is what I'm trying to say in terms of like, yes, 2014. I think everyone points to Bahrain when.
But no one else tried. I'm not gonna lie. With 2014, it was kind of like, Mercedes were dominant, but like no one else actually tried. Ferrari came with a bathtub that season.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like everyone was just like, we'll leave it till next year. It's fine.
No, because they realised. Honestly, we're looking at a season like 2 seconds in a sector or two.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is crazy. And then the thing is, we don't even actually have party modes or anything this year. So what he's doing is literally just like conserving like pace from where like he's just going around slower on his own. By his own volition, he's just going around slower and able to gap like I think it was like
he got 10 in the end,
10 seconds, but by the time we stopped again. So
and then he started just chilling out.
Yeah, he lost 3 seconds as well.
He went off. He fucking went off.
Yeah, went on the graph.
Right, like, look, we said it. This guy was like, just like, he was having a little continental breakfast in that car. He was like, you know what, when you're just rolling around on Forza and you're like, oh, I'm winning up. Let me just spin the car. Let me just drive backwards for a bit, like see what I can do. Like, it is crazy how quick that car is. And like I said, it's not like I said, Max is an incredible driver. Red Bull are an incredible team. They've always been a great racing team, but the car now is like actually ridiculous. And we're looking at we had it with Ferrari, we had it with Mercedes, and like I've said this to Mercedes fans, like, we have to eat this, bro. Yeah. Like we have to eat this.
This is what you had.
Like this is what we had, and like when it was us, we weren't calling for changes to regulations. Like all I would say is I would like it because I want it to be closer, and I want everyone else to get closer. And we did have regulations to like put us back, but this season, nothing's going to change. So everything that happens this season, like, we just have to eat it, bro.
You know what?
It's harsh. But like,
very similar, like Man United. Like, you know, you're at the top and now you're just trying to claw yourself back.
Right. You just got to firm it.
You just got to firm it. Like, you know, it's not nice. I think, like, some people, like, you know, this might be your only sport that you watch. Like, I get it. Like, let me tell you now, I started watching Arsenal. We went a whole season unbeaten. Like, we didn't lose a game. I didn't even know what losing felt like. Let me tell you, I got acquainted with it in the next 20 years.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and you, like, sometimes you just got to get acquainted with it. And
Flamini arrived.
Like, do you know what I mean?
I think he's going through the 5 stages of grief right now, isn't he?
I'm becoming accepted. So, like, I just,
But this is the thing. It's like, when we talk about... No, because like we talked about this on the live stream, like you know, the idea of trying to peg back the Red Bull car.
It punishes teams for being good. That's the thing. I think you can have those. You can have the regs of like sort of trying to like an accordion effect of like pushing everyone together. That's calm. That's different.
Yeah.
But when you just go, this team's too good. Let me just slap that and just take that away from them. Well, then. What's the point in being good? Because you'll just have something taken away from you via the regulations. I know they've done that before, but I just don't agree with that.
It's like, what do you take? Like,
with Red Bull,
that's
now,
how would you
so well rounded.
Like, they're just
a wheel. Did you just say?
A wheel? Hey, let them fucking Lewis Hamilton freewheel it. Like,
Max just got to run underneath like instead of
To be fair, that's how like Verstappen fans act. Like Verstappen fans are like when it was Mercedes, like Lewis has just got the best car. He's only winning because of the best car. Like Verstappen fans are like, oh my god, Verstappen's like the greatest ever. Like they act like he's literally Fred Flintstone, like running that car on his own. But no, like, what can you do? Like, how do you stop him? Because they've got a great engine, their aero's great, their DRS is great.
That car is rapid in a straight line.
Their tyre deg is great.
Yeah.
They can run the car super low to the floor.
Operating windows
wide. Doesn't matter if it's a street circuit or if it's Bahrain or like whatever. Like, it is scary.